Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, welcome to our Friday chat.
So we'll go ahead and get right into it. The first thing we want to say is thank you. Thank you for all of the kind words and well wishes and whatever support for the video last week. A lot of you seemed, and this is just what I got from it, seemed like you were worried that we were taking that to heart or anything. We weren't.
No.
We just wanted to, because, you know, as we said, it, you know, accusing me, and the comment did. I didn't read the comment or say who did it, mainly because they don't deserve that.
No. That just gives people power, honestly.
So, you know, we just wanted to address it because it was a serious accusation.
Definitely.
And we didn't want to become the people on YouTube, you know, who's, you know, the abused wife people on YouTube, you know. We wanted to clear that up right away.
Yeah.
And address a little bit the talking over one another, you know. It's not a big deal. And a lot of you came out and said, you know, you understand, you do it all the time. The people who are bothered by that, I guess I understand it, but we're not going to stop it. It's just the way we interact. You know, I'm not being rude. I'm not being a jerk. And she's not either when she does it. You know, we're just being people. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for all the well wishes and support and everything we had, including my comments. And I replied to every comment. Over 350 comments. So half of those, 175 comments. That's a lot for us. So
that is a lot for us.
We really do appreciate that. We appreciate everyone who reached out. And lots of new people.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing, is we saw a lot of the regulars who comment, you know, on all or many of our videos. We saw a lot of people I've never seen a comment before or comment from before. So
yeah.
So that was pretty cool too. So keep it up. Keep commenting. We do enjoy that.
Definitely.
I don't enjoy answering, you know, 27 comments 4 or 5 times the first day, but hey, whatever, I'll do it. So we asked you last week about RV park reviews, and the response was mixed. Nobody said, no, I hate those, don't do them.
No. But
the response as far as how to do them was mixed, and seemed generally most people kind of liked the idea. So rather than come up with a new video, you know, and post another video, we're going to do what we do now, is they're just going to be in our week in the life videos, but they will be tagged. The name of the RV park will be in the tags, so hopefully when you search for that on YouTube, it will show up.
Yeah.
Maybe not right at the top if there's a lot of videos about that place, but you know, somewhere. We're also going to put it in the description. So the description of the video will say below the main, you know, where I say my smart ass whatever, it will say, you know, RV park review, whatever, you know, blah blah blah, Sam's Family Spa. There'll be a playlist, and every video that has that in the description will be automatically added to that playlist. So if you're particularly interested in where we've been, you remember one we did and you're like, hey, we're gonna go there, you can go look at that list. And then I'm toying with the idea. I haven't told her yet, which is often happens. But I was thinking, because there's only a handful right now, and I probably won't do the boondocking spots unless they're really popular boondocking spots. Maybe Quartzsite will end up in there, but you know, there'd just be too many, and they change too much, and a lot of them, you know, it's like, oh, the spot we were at were great, and then you go and you're like, this place sucks.
Yeah. Well,
that's because you were a mile down the road. Yeah. So just put a list of the videos that have them on our website. Oh. Make a menu item so it says RV park reviews. And so then if you wanted to know, you could go over there and look and see what we have. And then it'll actually have the name of the park, you know, this one, and then the video and a link to that video and so on and so forth. I'm also going to put the time link thing in the description, so you don't have to go back and watch the video. Say you watched that video 6 months ago, and you're like, hey, I don't want to watch the whole video, you just have to figure out where that is. You don't have to. RV park review, Sam's Family Spa, starts at 13 minutes and 47 seconds or something. So that's the way we're going to do it. It's kind of a compromise. It'll allow you to do it. It's not that much work for me to put a tag in a description. It's not that big a deal. So, but it'll make them easier to find, and
it might be a bit for us to update the website though, because we don't have really good internet where we're at now.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have really good internet where we're at next. So it might be a bit before I can get that updated, but it will be there.
She's trampling over the last part of this, but that's fine, whatever. Keeping it real.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, some people mentioned some stuff, and I thought, it'd be a good idea. I don't know how I'm going to mix it in, but just some new content. I was thinking like maybe some monthly or quarterly updates, like how things are going. I missed the first quarter. It's been 4 months. So
yeah.
But honestly, the first month and a half or more was sitting in Boulder City. That wasn't really,
not really
full-time RVing. So when I do that, just give you some rough updates, how things are going, what we've been doing. Maybe talk about our future plans. Talk about some of the expenses that people might like, how much we've spent on RV parks, or just camping in general. Like, hey, this month we average $10 a night or $12 a night or $50 a night, depending on what we do. We go to Disney World and camp at Fort Wilderness. It could easily be $100 a night.
Yeah.
If we spend a lot of time boondocking and staying at Thousand Trails, it could be $0 a night. So, stuff like that. Maybe do some highlights, hey, this is what we've been doing the last few months. Here's, some of the cool stuff we saw. Here's where we went. Stuff like that. So, I don't know. I haven't figured out how or when we're going to do that, but I'll just let everyone know. I'm warning you. It's a warning. We'll do something different, and I'll start thinking about it. So, there. I don't know. That's it.
Okay.
That seemed so much more dramatic when I wrote it, but it's not. I'll tell you, we'll do the next to last one now and switch from the one we're going to talk about next, just because the last two might take a little longer. I mentioned I had the keto flu. Mm-hmm. Some people commented. I'm not really on a keto diet per se.
Not 100%.
No, I'm not on a strict keto diet. I'm on maybe what you might call a modified
yeah.
keto diet. I'm just trying to eat fewer carbs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to have like super high fat intake and get to ketosis and yada, yada, yada. I'm just trying to. Personally, I have done a lot of research, and I've kind of come to the conclusion, like a lot of people, that the way we've been told to eat is wrong. That low fat and high carbohydrates is wrong.
Yeah.
Fat is not going to give you heart attacks or strokes. And high carbohydrates are not healthy. They actually can be a hindrance and maybe are what cause people like me, and it probably has nothing to do with the fact that I like to eat and I'm lazy, but cause people like me to be overweight and find it very difficult to lose weight. Honestly, when I've dieted before, that's what I end up eating. I end up, portioning out more, carbs all day. Mm-hmm. I didn't eat more protein. I didn't eat more fat because that was too many calories. Because when you start counting calories, try and eat fat when you're counting calories because it's 9 calories per gram. Whatever that was. 9 grams per cal, whatever. Whatever it was. You can't eat nearly as much fat, when you're put a cap on your calories as you can carbohydrates. So you end up, I was like, oh, I can have 22 Cheez-Its, and I eat Cheez-Its. Well, I don't know if that was particularly good for me.
No, so. And honestly, we're both kind of doing it. I mean, I'm not doing it as drastically as he is, because She's doing it because I make the shopping list. Well, no, it's not just that. I actually started kind of doing, instead of eating a sandwich for lunch, I would just eat like salami and some cheese and some olives or something. So I was kind of already doing it anyway, just because I feel better when I'm not eating it.
Yeah, I found that too. I found, one, I do feel better. I don't feel as, I don't know, tired and lethargic and whatever, you know. And I also found out, it's like, I feel fuller.
Yeah.
Without eating nearly, if I sit down and eat like, a little salami, a little lunch meat, some cheese, maybe some olives, maybe a piece of fruit or something, I can't eat nearly as much of that before I start feeling full.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I am doing a little different though, because I do have like carrots and things like that, which I know you can't have that because they have sugar in them. So I'm not really doing keto either.
Neither am I. I mean, I refuse to give up potato chips. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Oh, good. At least it's going by. As you may have noticed, we found a picnic table at Tapo County Regional Park, which is we're staying for the next couple of days while we visit our dealer and get the work done on our coach. So we're at a picnic table again, just like the old days.
Exactly.
Anyway, I just wanted to stay out. I'm not really on strict keto. I did have a little bit of the keto flu. I did feel a little off. I've totally gotten over that. And again, like this morning, when we went to breakfast, I had eggs, bacon, hash browns, and I haven't given up potatoes, even though keto strictly, but like Whole30, which is similar in the same kind of vein, you know, more protein, more fat.
No sugar.
They allow potatoes. I'm not giving up potatoes. Screw that. Life's short. And that, you know, I could get toast or biscuits and gravy. Well, I'm like, you know what? I'm having biscuits and gravy. Screw that. So, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just trying to eat less carbohydrates, eat more fat and protein, because I think that's the way people should eat.
I honestly think it's just being aware. We're trying to be more aware of what we put into our bodies.
Yeah,
that's it.
Whatever. She's more aware. I don't care.
I'm trying to be more aware.
I think that's a better way to eat. Probably feel better. I don't know. Will I lose weight? Who knows?
I do feel better, honestly, though. Not eating it, I definitely feel a lot better. Trying to stay away from a lot of the carbs, so.
Yeah. So, there's a short answer. I could wax poetic about you know, all the thing, you know, the food pyramid and how the government lied to us and why, and
he could
yada yada yada, and all the horrible studies that were done with predetermined outcomes, like, you know, saturated fat gives you heart attacks and stuff. That's not true. Those have all been debunked, but nobody will tell you that. So, okay,
as an added side note, though, because he talks about this all the time, the low-fat stuff is so bad because to make it low-fat, they add sugar.
Yeah.
If you look at the ingredients, I mean, I read labels because of being lactose intolerant. It's amazing.
Everything has
the
sugar
stuff that has sugar in it, everything that you wouldn't even think has sugar in it has sugar in it. So it's curious. If for fun, if you feel like going to the store, look at some labels and see that.
And that's how complicated this stuff can get.
Yeah.
I haven't given up sugar either, because there's no way in heck I am making my own mayonnaise, because pretty much all mayonnaise has sugar. Unless you go to Whole Foods, you can find a little tiny jar of mayonnaise, you know, that costs like $17 with no sugar in it, because it's organic and free range, whatever. And
it's not free,
you know,
range.
So I haven't given up any. I haven't given up carbohydrates. I haven't given up sugar. I haven't given up, you know, gluten or wheat or whatever. But I'm just trying to cut back on that stuff. So
exactly.
End of that discussion.
Yes, done.
Just wanted to let everyone know, because a lot of people make comments. So that's what I'm doing. You may or may not disagree. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead. I probably won't listen. I'm hard-headed that way. The next thing we're going to talk about is Boondockers Welcome and Harvest Host, because I'm doing a lot of gesturing. Actually, Harvest Host, we stayed at Harvest Host last night.
Yes.
We stayed at Agua Dulce Winery in Agua Dulce, California, of all places.
Or Santa Clarita, according to the map.
Yeah,
it says Santa Clarita. Absolutely amazing experience. We had our very first wine tasting. She took us through a trip through Tuscany. It was just...
Not literally.
No, but like visually through the wine.
She helps us to envision what eating like different types of food might go with these wines, to help you kind of imagine as you drink it, you know.
I'm still not a big, huge fan, but I did find a rosé that I really like.
Yeah, so I would love to say that Boondockers Welcome is free, but we spent over $100 on wine and other stuff.
That's not good. That's Harvest Host.
Or Harvest Host, sorry. Did I say Boondockers Welcome?
Yes,
I meant we stayed at Harvest Host last night. It's a winery. If I said Boondockers Welcome, I am sorry. I'm not redoing this. We're speaking about Harvest Host right now. So it was great. We called up. Usually it's a one-night stay. It is free. They don't charge. They do ask you buy something there, because usually they're farms, wineries. I've seen breweries. Like there's a place up in Sierra Gold Country there, Yosemite-ish area. They make cider. I saw that one. So there's all kinds of different, but they're all kind of agricultural type places, and they're free to stay the night, but they do ask you buy something. You know, so we spent $100 on
we bought more than we definitely needed to, for sure. Yeah. But just the experience of staying at the winery and waking up and seeing the beautiful green all around us. It was amazing. We actually walked through the orchard or through the wine.
Yeah, they said the woman who we checked in, and she said go park up in the upper parking lot. We went and did that, got everything set up. We went back down, did our wine tasting, found a couple of bottles that we liked, found some other little snacks and gifts and stuff that we bought, and then when we left, she was like, "Hey, make yourself at home."
Yeah.
And we did. We went. They have like animals. They had like llamas and alpacas, and didn't they have a bull or?
They had a couple of bulls.
Really some goats, ducks, peacock, roosters, chickens.
Little bitty baby bunny rabbits.
Yeah. So they had a bunch of animals there.
Yeah.
And they said just go walk around. We did. We even left at night after they closed. Everyone had left. We were the only people there.
Yeah.
And we were just walking around through the vineyard, and which is really cool.
Yeah.
I can't say they're all like that. I can't say they're all that friendly or that open, but they usually get ravers. I don't know what that is. It's a motorcycle or an airplane.
I think it's some kind of plane.
Okay.
Flying really low though, or something. But yeah, it was an amazing experience and totally worth the whatever it cost.
$45.
Yeah.
Harvest Host is $45 to join for a year, and then you get access to the maps and everything where you can see where these places are. You just call ahead, the same day. A lot of them will allow it, and just ask. And if they have room, they'll let you stay. Like I said, all they do is Harvest Host asks that you buy something. It doesn't have to be a lot. Like just go buy a.
Honestly, we could have just probably done the wine tasting. That would have been $20, $10 for each of us. Yeah. That probably would have been plenty.
Yeah, because we bought all that stuff, they comped us the wine tasting.
They did.
So, and I had quite a bit of wine because she'd drink half the little tiny bit she gave us, and then give me the other half. So.
Except for the rosé, I actually drank all my rosé.
So similar to that is Boondockers Welcome. Boondockers Welcome. It's another website, same kind of thing, except instead of wineries and farms and stuff like that, it's just people who have space, who either own some land or have a big driveway, or there are some farms and places like that too. And some of them are actually travelers themselves, probably part-time, because obviously they have a house or something. And they probably use Boondockers Welcome sites themselves, but they offer up their home. But our place in Smith Valley would have been a fantastic place to do it. We never did.
No, we probably should have.
Well, I didn't really know about it when we lived there. So if I would have known, I would have done it. We could have easily provided. Some have hookups, even if it's like 15 amp power and water. But some have hookups. Some will have sewer. Some will have everything 30 amp. Some allow fires. They allow you to run their generator. It just depends on the owner and their situation. But you can get full hookups at some places, or you can be able to run your generator and have a campfire or whatever. Pets, blah blah blah. You just got to check. Same thing, except it's $30 a year, and it is totally free. Since these are mostly private individuals, there's no charge. There's nothing. You don't have to buy anything. No. I suppose if it was like a farm, you could buy something to show your appreciation. I think they're just being nice people. They're just whatever.
No,
offering. They have some extra space, and they're offering it to like-minded people who are in the RV lifestyle. So both of those are really, really cool things. And Boondockers Welcome also a lot of times will let you stay longer. Up to 5 days. We're staying at one near Fresno. It's a farm. Sort of. I don't know if it's really a farm, but it is an old farmhouse with some land and stuff. A young family with kids and stuff live there. And we sent it a request, and they said, yeah, we'd love to have you. It's near Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Parks. So we're going to use that time there to go see those on our way up to northern Nevada for my colonoscopy. Both of them are really easy to use and free. It's the best part, it's a place you can camp for free, sometimes a night, sometimes several nights.
And actually, the Harvest Host said we could have stayed longer.
Yeah, they asked
how many nights we were going to stay.
Yeah, I think generally it's one night, and you shouldn't expect more than one night at a Harvest Host, but it's totally up to the host. If they want to let you stay longer, or if you're like, hey, could we stay a second night? Like we're the only people there at the winery. It's out of the way. I don't think it's a popular. You could see there were tire tracks where we parked. Obviously, we weren't the first ones ever, but to them, I think it's just a way to get people interested in their winery. Maybe buy a couple bottles of wine or something, or spread the word, whatever. So
exactly, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, it didn't cost them a dime. We just went out and parked. There was no hookups or anything, but they made money off us because we bought $100 worth of stuff. So
yes, we did.
Anyway, those 2 great programs. We did stay last night. We're not going to do a review on the place. We were only there for less than 24 hours. So, yeah. But we enjoyed the heck out of it while we were there. I would have liked to stay there longer. Yeah.
It just would have made a really long travel day if we would have driven there and stayed 2 nights.
Yeah.
So.
The travel day from the boondocking spot we were there to the winery was long enough. If we would have tried to go all the way from 29 Palms there, oh my God.
It would have been
just
really
lots
long day.
of small cities where the highway turned into a city street with signal after signal after signal after signal, and it took much longer than it should have. So anyway, 2 great programs: Harvest Hosts and Boondockers Welcome. And I don't feel like I'm revealing any secrets here. These are both everyone knows about. Not everyone. Lots of people know about these, and honestly, the more people that use them, the more people that go there, and whatever will encourage more wineries and more farms and whatever. Exactly. And more individuals to open up their places of business or homes to people like us, vagabonds like us. No, what did Tom and Lori say? I'm
nomads.
I'm a bum. To bums like us.
Nomads. We are nomads.
Yes.
Okay.
And a bum.
Okay. Can we move on now?
So the next thing we want to talk about is just kind of a warning. Is over the next month, or maybe a little less than a month, we're going to be moving a lot. Just to give you a quick, we left 29 Palms 2 days ago.
Yes.
3 days ago? 2 days ago? Whatever. However you want to do the counting. We left 29 Palms on Monday. Yes. Tuesday we spent a night at a boondocking spot. Last night we spent a night in a winery. Tonight we're here at this county park, Tapo County Regional Park near Simi Valley. Tomorrow we have to unhook the coach and put it all away and drive down to our dealer. Hopefully they'll get it all fixed tomorrow. They should. Then we got to drive it back up here. It's only about 20 minutes. And hook everything back up tomorrow afternoon or evening. Stay another night, and then we're heading to Rancho Oso over by Santa Barbara, Thousand Trails Park. We're there for 6 days. We're going to stay at a Harvest Host, assuming there's 3 on our way, so we should be able to find one that can accommodate us. Stay at a Harvest Host. Go to that Boondockers Welcome site for 4 nights. Head up to an Escapees Park near Yosemite and stay a couple nights. Then head to the Thousand Trails place, Yosemite Lake, whatever it's called, near Yosemite, and stay there for 4 nights. Go up near Placerville, California. Stay there for 3 nights. Then we get to Tahoe.
Yeah.
So we're going to be moving a lot. And I'm going to say right now, we might miss a video.
Yeah.
So, we'll try and get it up, but like right now, we don't have internet. We have very, very sketchy internet. Yeah. We have to get this uploaded, but we also have to go to town. So we'll either do it tomorrow when we take the coach, or we'll do it tonight. We're going to get some water and whatever. And,
yeah.
So, we'll get this uploaded, but, we're moving a lot, and, like Motorhome Monday may not happen. It may happen the following Monday, just because I may not have time. Yeah. And whatever to get it done, edited, and so I'm just saying. I'll try and hit. We'll try really hard to hit all of our normal uploads. But if we don't,
if we miss one, it's just because we didn't have it.
And if they do, I'll throw up a quick video and go, "Sorry, Miss Motorhome Monday, but this and that happened, and we just didn't have time, or we were just too busy screwing off and didn't feel like editing." So, just wanted to warn everyone that may be coming, because we are moving so much.
By the end of the stretch, though, we should be complete experts at packing up and setting up, for sure. Just even in the last 3 days, because we've done it the last 3 days. So, yeah.
Yep. All 5 days this week.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, and then like tomorrow, we don't move, but we still have to take the coach down to the dealer and then bring it back.
Yeah.
So we're still having to pack it all up. We don't, just because it's 20 miles doesn't mean we get to leave the slides open or anything. It has to all be packed up, unhooked everything, and then do it all again tomorrow, and then do it the next day. Drive 75 miles over to Rancho Oso. Yeah. Then we do get 6 days in a row. So.
Thankfully, because I don't know how people travel like this consistently. I mean, for me, I don't know how people do it consistently, because I mean it definitely is taking a little bit of a toll on me, and I know first world problems, but I just am not sleeping well, and so I'm hoping that tonight will be my 3rd night, so I'll actually get some sleep tonight.
It is a little stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as you're kind of relaxed, then you're going to bed, and you're like, okay, since we have the morning, we got to do it all over again.
Right.
And I saw once. I'll just say this real quick, and then we'll end this. I saw once on an RV forum years ago when we first started looking at doing this. A lady was saying, husband and I went full time, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get him to slow down, but he, was like, so, so like, oh, okay, what does she mean by slow down? She said they moved every single day. They drove 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, camped, got up, did it the next day, and she said they had been doing that for months.
I can't even imagine that. Just even him saying that is so exhausting to me, because after 3 days I'm so exhausted, so I can't even imagine.
Yes, there is a happy balance.
Yeah.
4 days, up to maybe 10 days is probably right in that sweet spot.
That's the sweet spot. Yeah.
A week probably being the optimal, depending on where you are and what's around. We have to do this. We had to get from 29 Palms to here by a certain day, and we have to get up to Tahoe by, so this is the way we chose to do it.
Yeah.
We talked about stay in, Southern California and then make a mad dash in 4 days, and I'm like, so we're doing a little slower.
Yeah, but honestly, this is actually kind of good, because it's showing us what we do and don't like, and we're trying other things. So okay, yes.
I'm showing her that we're running out of time.
All right. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your positivity and your amazing comments. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you down the road.
Bye.
Bye-bye.